ekese de ebusia wo hwe hye proso a after sana dodo na giri yese ekwan na ye nam so no Ghana ye betima fra adumu akwa adumu a ye ko ekofiri mu ewo run of 32 meno ekese players kakra hye proso na also mu touch down ewo Ghana no visa mame video no na ye hwe players na arrival ye yes Inak Williams no shada nye starter but afi dey aso kakra boy na nya bad bend no amini so be obo na momfa ne mbo unshada hu nakisa okon Atletico nso obebo sa ye brade amagana sememi sa go so hwe oko city obesa ko hye sa so ya won hye enti players no na mo hwe ewo Oyerepa TV Oyerepa Radio on Facebook enti Inaki yes endless nioma yes video na mi huno oh mona etoto aso no Christopher Bonsuba omunyina no ye hu omu ewo Accra na chese we no ye Kotoka International Airport ho na ye hu se o ma touch down ama o ma bom fufu Inaki de black bi egu no kom na ase na ni nyen kranhye serious nka we ko ye ni mu ahunsan ko gine samba na so bi ahwe ne sa mon ko hye Inaki mo nsem ma no so Inaki na ebe ya next edina chia na se twene ni kakra hwe na chia se den na ekoso ye mami yo ana ni nyina ne yade a ye hu se eba efri na ekono so ye watwenem ehwe na asare nyama ya wo twede yen yenku yen mai bia na asare fa kire ho na de tie ne se menu ka se de Ghana coach no menka se wo jai ana se de si kan sem no ono contract ne fa ye ne se o masa be fa ye ko World Cup ne ba na amade boko nkania ye ne watu aso ene ono ankase ye ko ba wie ye no wada ase kama nti wenye ena wajina no contract ye wuna hwan bia menu kase de ba no ene se ministry no ye nhyehyɛ se enchekra o mepa coach foforo de ama Ghana na weni de o menya konya na fo mabiem wo ye coach na ju hudi se dwumadi no won so ba na betima fra adumu akwadumu a bra na fa ho service ni bibia bra na ye kruchiri ye kana sanso no na ye ne ankasa so ye hwe akuku damfo no a ye hia omo no na Carlos no kwa no ni dini nyamfirimu sa wo kofo bi na machire panacho so bra na nhyehyɛ ne be ne kama mo destroy everything wi ana mo ko fa jira koye mo de mo bia ba mbese ho obia ba mo bese ho de a mo ye ne nyo me ya ban ya me destroy mo yesi enko hwan me tumo firi so akwa uja no a dwempone nko akwa na ote wo sa mo hwe no onye timo de mo mfoma ni nsan hwe no mo ba nim se mo ba tuma grepo akwa we mo ja na no ne na mo sa ket na odin sen hunu Ghana na yes we dey hin mo ka ho bia na okay yanko yanim na ti ministry dia ya de si se vacant job ne da ho de ma blasters no o mo hwe ni mo se abusia o me po bi e de ahye ho bre ko na mu no na mo bia kwa no e da ho kakran na enyema ekoso iye ewo ho enomo menko princesses na menka wo se meno ekese de e FIFA U20 Women's World Cup enche na eba so eno na ya ton sa from se Ghana Man Soccer Center of Excellence pram momra ho ye ni ankasa dia na momehye ho na momoaboa mo se de be ye kwa ye nkogu ye ho ye ni mase we eye ehon komo no de tie ewo ho eno no na yankoi National Sports Authority we no eye Ashanti Regional wana menka kumase good na o hwe video bi a circulate na just abusuan no oten ni nyina no ne so rade amagana brabo okay we menka sa ho yenkobusa minia ba Patricia yes wono ene kasa edema National Sports Authority kumase ene yesi video ya ye huni ye busa se ntie ntimi mfra dumu nkwa dumu ye wo mfidie bi ede ye na kwabrane epebre yi mu tetu mfutu mu ma we obewie no sika fiaza no manum de bia nso betwenya gise be dru tournament ya ana league ni be resume a montwen enye ready oh awrade na boko bibi ni san ya nyinkyire mu kakra part wo de ehuni wodi ban o ma declare so masa binimu de pictures bia kwa enhada nya no na de mu wo de yema part nkasa won why
National Sports Authority ye ni ye pictures de ye ni hu akoro na se ye wi league now from May now up to August and a free time maybe yeah NSA no I mostly yeah thorough intensive and page so you said they use page for so many events. This is the ample time you been your breaker you been you tini edi ejuma ewo page so see bia ye bia sa time ya na na the woman kakra ne say ye tiefo ene ye be ya adwen a ye issue various communicate mu say sabre the event bia nkoso league ni ho ena qualifiers bia so eni ho nti eya akonya yenya kasa National Sports Authority ye bo a ye betimi e de ISS ye page no
na wei eyede nua ba Patricia e de etudwa ena enkofo na mompe wo mu nim de no so da bi enye bi mpoda de bi mo mbo so mu ye adwuma e wo baba yara special no omunim de omo ena ye bo mo pa se omunye adwuma no emfa mayen
yana ehia omo aye adwuma wo so a omunim se de sifa etutu ena ya na ye de omo ye nti enye ne bone so se staff ejina page ne so e clear page no iti e besremo etifo se mu video ya e kire se ye clear unwanted weeds abefra good ones no o say natural grass nti maintenance ne ye different from artificial grass. It is a unwanted weeds in nyina esesi ye ni na free so ye free so we are ye tunu from the roots ase ye tu we are na ye dua ye besa ye top dressing it efifi na efele up it eno na muhu nya ne bone so na ni ye yo nti said ye be ya ye resume league no na page no afane ntoma pa efra page ni ye kama nye ni green keke nko a ahodi gbum
yanko yenimai na yemfiri no so na yanko ensem fufuro mu ho eno abisa e the players no by Ben Yamin ne Shekaboa o 2 years nti Rafael ene Ben Yamin na Saru mu nyina Santi Good no mabe pm 2 years each ena omo esane ye Pando out of Lions appointed Kasim Gayades new head coach ono somra na afeba kope season no onfa omu enwuram board of directors e de House of Folk enso meno ekese e de ewuram ewo pobiman na omakoye inspection kakra hwe said the facilities no is here ahead of season fufra enche na omu ewuram omu ye hye se huebe na wotwi nkora wie de na coach fufra wo besom e de House of Folk no na no so omatumi enya no amanyama atumi akonkan ewo ho onomo na asante amehwe Fada Bongo wasante Master Bafo RCC asante Ofedu Jamfi wasante kotokona Man Polosia Madam Patricia Russell
very knows goal.
Yes.
Well positioned, well connected, very intelligent goal. Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't know who's that.
You know, none your pen and his
Oh,
probably in the last
very emotional, very emotional
for Brazil, for Portugal.
Yeah,
you will not be happy.
Oh, no sooner. So Belgium are now also in the quarterfinal.
Yes.
United States of America by 4-1, and the match has been overshadowed by controversies over reinstatement of Folarin Bolakum. Now, and no one sense but Belgium chair class.
Yes.
United States were not good enough on the day. Yet, as Ronaldo has confirmed, say the final World Cup. Nkofo was expecting him to say it's final day for the Portugal national team. But also, the World Cup no na. I just saw targeting Euros back account.
Probably.
So it's too bad that legend of this teacher could not win the World Cup. But fans
we have so
I wish he did better. World Cup no World Cup see the World Cup Ronaldo the any records one can top goal scorer so one can just say had all right Roberto Martinez so I step it down Nansana and also praise squad no the Portuguese squad. Meanwhile Mauricio Pochettino has defended his players. And then he says that the off-field controversy did not determine the result, crediting Belgium's quality whilst accepting responsibility for the team's performance. Okay, so Luis Figo blasted Roberto Martinez by Unimajuma. Kylian Mbappe has told teammates internally that his main priority is not becoming the World Cup's all-time leading scorer. And yet, no. Uzan dia ne bra panyini edi na nim nyahwe ade a pe wo Mbappe won respect or the man Messi obu Messi kama ntino oyi bibia na ha ball ura se wa fan se na kola what titino ball mu sana tie all right okay, so don't carry crazy. Okay, so Ruben Amorim, I promised myself after the last one at Manchester United, I would choose a similar challenge, a smaller challenge, but here at AC Milan is even bigger, and I'm very happy to be here. AC Milan, the challenge there is bigger than Manchester United, but Chonga as a club on the bigger. Mamma no me yet but I said they are all two big clubs.
Yes.
The museum level you pay. Yes.
In terms of
everything, Milan, boom. If you create a very good balance, okay. At Wimbledon, Naomi Osaka has sung the world #1, Aina Sabalenka, and Osaka produced one of the tournament's biggest upsets when that happened. Okay, and the way we are Simon a good deal hun sensem any idea bagana ora na utamaklo akasa Minister Kofi Adams also kasa say government officials or external actors influence player selection for the Blasters. Say minister obi miana no na yen afi na wakwaba to magana fomum what I say assess no magana for enkamfa ne modern wa koba Osafo nsano
of course
sisi on the onye di na Ghana for onimu say
onimbo
they are no makano sa onimu say born edin born edin
a very difficult to because Mr. Tuning
football onimu say
you know how our football sit here and how we see football onimu because the entire make say enko say Ghana have the squad to win the World Cup.
When they say,
now what do you expect?
So, Dr. Nyauta Makulu has urged football authorities to prioritize grassroots development, insisting it is the only way Ghana can restore its status among African football elites. And said that I can't so I think say started at the Emma probably a buying a man of phone on the way common some more can one Kebabwa the Ashanti Regional Office of the National Sports Authority has defended ongoing maintenance works at Babayara. There's no concerns raised over the kind appearance of the playing surface. Okay, into my be chechim so.
Yes.
Etowasum.
Yeah. Because uti personally me part I didn't come.
Atowasum.
Yeah. Nchi mo de ma me de me atomasum.
Echiri no. Edum ra bebusa ho asema na ebusa ho. Na mbeze mu se. Me mintie de wa kan bi tu so wo se atowasum dia. Okay, let's just say.
Mura na enyo park no so afia enya glass ni na umu yi de afiso.
Yati.
Umu wia na afi.
Yati. It's 9:52. On the winds of Kanjin and Najik drinking water.
birthday no so.
Anana ever by his birthday no. I don't know them that.
And no be say the office on you am see.
A kwan bear so.
To dia.
A kwan bear so a shame sir. O me bezam tiase.
Say now baby
birthday no.
And now say
Enti me ma bra kwabna ene NY mo embro then unya de o so wonka de unya
100.7
akumam sa makumam
uto kanje mam kramechi utonsu
makumam timi organization ma
bibia
okay my dwene ho afa me sorry a my head e be ye na birthday na say black
on say me ejuma washi we now say mistake
okay tu be so ye de o pe so ye o ye de
we ba da nyame ase
okay oh no ye no only adia ni only adia ni Jamila
yenyoma obi kakra sort office for na
o be sort office on
oh say I have to so
okay Jobi o ye bibi no emfa so na emfa me so
o say o fa so am so
oh question here
am say
ye ka se me so ngofo flash fm za say me ndai to mra ho around say okay but money baba ndile me nka ho
oh there
money baba ndile mo de ba de ma recuse me ho me nka de bia na ene no bia me pie
obepie ho
bia na wade abedi me ho na aye njima cho mo bia mfa bibia mra baba number na baba omuni ma na ade betu ja
0591
hey ayo o said that omo number I don't hear menchantara
059191
they would to the atobo fato
oh 05
yibima baba birthday ene yibima yibima baba
91 beam 3283
0591 3283 yibima baba isa na
baba isa
yibima baba isa birthday no 0591 91 32 83 last one is 83 0591 91 3283 yibima baba isa birthday e bantama ye said be ya with 0.7 no all right la na so ye mami bi so e birthday nti ye ba ye de tuja ane mami na edi na afi my brand engofo na edi on birthday ne o yanga zemo mflash yes mo send mo ma baba na all right 9:55 candy and magic drinking water na be za candy for be 3 packs na odi coffee se be coffee okay now they are back
na mama sasule
okay and then na ye iprekwen okay yate
eti anopay the boss player abie kwanum ye konko fonkroso ensemwa edi adencheche ensemwa anopay ebumfumpa onko fonkroso no ye de honsem atoanim ewo dwumade no so ensem ne de doso de disefata se ohwe na otie ena yede esum wo kitikiti mampole bi ena ewoma akansuo yanoma kan bu no pa ye batu ebo asena no pay ya confirm mmunu nyina ama emra ye cheche nsem no mu ye na wati asese de se ene sede efata enano pay on Facebook eye Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa TV Ghana. We are good to go on the broad wings of high sense. Debi amekacho on the World Cup ekoswi enkofa TV kitwa bia emfa nkonkonkoshe kwaje high sense jenibi na eno ena eye papa meka wasem actual World Cup update now. Luis de la Fuente ena ebo Lamine Yamal abaso osi enokre Lamine Yamal before the tournament na wapra na demands from Lamine Yamal sort expectations sort na ono as a coach die enema Lamine Yamal World Cup mum ema the Spanish national team no nani je ho osi Nuno Mendes Lamine Yamal na cause ni injury no hwa juma na Nuno Mendes na Lamine Yamal tete no ema no epira nina plus na boya ema the Spanish national team etim edin kodim Paulo Maldini ɔse Paul Kubasi a generational center back na enei enkodana wɔmobɔ as a center back no onim diobetimi ɛdina toto Paul Kubasi ɔse 90 minutes with 90 minutes nyina nyade sɛ ɔma ahaban kura wɔmtimi tewe ɛne otimi temi the Portuguese attackers na wɔmantimi answer goal na ɔyɛ exceptional in the game ɔbɔnaba so yɛnkɔ United States of America ɛnram wɔn afi 2026 FIFA World Cup no na Mauricio Pochettino on ne date ɛna ɔsi osisi adeɛ ɔmpepere ne ho sɛ ebia megya adwuma no anaasɛ mekɔfa national team wei anaa mekɔfa team wei ɔbɛkɔ for sabbatical leave kakra bi na afei wadwe ho baabi a ɛwɔ sɛ ɔkɔ na ɔkɔkɔkɔyɛ adwuma ɛno ɛyɛ defi Mauricio Pochettino na so yɛ ɛtodwa ɛnɛ anɔpɛi yɛnkɔ Cristiano Ronaldo na so yɛ ɛnra after sɛ ofi Dallas Stadium na ɔmulusu to Spain na oche Cristiano Ronaldo ɔnya happy nti Ronaldo na ɛba no ɔne other teammate na Ronaldo ɛnya happy ɔhwɛ ne phone so ne adadea na oche Ronaldo Nico Suana ultimus wati ni so ne adadea ɛda screen so no so a oche bi ɛna anopɛi ɔse ɛnokram wafi World Cup no na dia wasa na nipa yɛ bia as a player ɔno Cristiano Ronaldo ɔyɛyɛ na the oka and Sam way probably the last World Cup obom at the ama the Portuguese national team no and what team oko elimination from the World Cup ama konya bam João Cancelo demetim etem se enya boy no pe and se obesan akɔ Saudi Arabia hobiem opesam osiakan with FC Barcelona enti after some ofi World Cup and kabonum abeto so na fe amatwa nim se amne Hilal ebetimi awie na João Cancelo abesiakan ade ama Barcelona as a permanent player na Luis Figo akekambi ade atira Roberto Martinez ose Roberto Martinez onye coach bia Roberto Martinez enya de ade ose hwem Roberto Martinez we ene kokofa Belgium wom golden generation na hwe na our Eden Hazard na our Kevin De Bruyne na our Thibaut Courtois na our Azil Wissel na our Romelu Lukaku na wemu nyina mo no wetwa mfoma nya hui sa golden generation no amanya bebia enai o Bruno Fernandes o Vitinha o João Neves o Nuno Mendes o Gonzalo Ramos o Pedro Neto o João Felix o Cristiano Ronaldo sa players we nyina one team design system aba free to amom na fe amatimi ade atra round of 16 of the 2026 FIFA World Cup na ekyerɛ sɛ wasa ɛno yɛ nsɛm a okɔ owura Luis Figo na so ya ɔde ɛtodwa ɛnano pɛi Zinedine Zidane a legend of the game na Zinedine Zidane comments on Cristiano Ronaldo after sɛ ɛnra referee ball na bɛm ɛde game no ba na wieyɛ na the legend Tinio Osupa nenge sunketwa ɛno se Ronaldo no kranie ɔhu sɛ nsuom afi Ronaldo ani ase ɛba nom ɔnom ɛyɛ ne yɛyie pa ɔsɛ Ronaldo deɛ na ɔnya biem ofiri sɛ as a footballer wayɛ deɛ wɔsɛ ɔyɛ bia it was painful or giving out and all it's part of football about which very well Cristiano Ronaldo and afi Portugal out of the Spain na ukomwa Spain forum ɔmo ama qualify entina France ne Germany Spain fans no and Nigeria na nyansem ketwa ningina mo say am advance to the quarterfinals of the 2026 FIFA World Cup in team okay Oyerepa TV live on Oyerepa Radio and answer Oyerepa TV Ghana video room etaso Jose Mourinho on Cristiano Ronaldo World Cup elimination and also Ronaldo why a lot at the ama Portugal minum was it a Cristiano Ronaldo ayama Portugal minum and ya take it to a and tebia now the out baby I would tell them who complain at there Ronaldo and him and from Portuguese national team now calling him or say it happens in football see our football when you debia Anna Portugal beko tournament obaya de namom no face the bigger picture and it's Ronaldo ayebi pa at the ama Portugal man manfo a wo mo sopononom e wo se siwa eno aye Jose Mourinho Thierry Henry on Belgium reaching the quarterfinals of the World Cup after beating United States of America 4-1 and on sin Ukraine na a dominant performance from Rudy Garcia and Memorandum Belgium or design a good strategy a gamer ama Kevin De Bruyne a starting field bench a gamer ama Jamie Ducoup a starting field bench or Sisonia coach bi na o take bold decision say na bold decision a the results or this fatam say timi abona baso Thibaut Courtois a goalkeeper Emma Belgium national team say Ukrainian before the game na and someone a what game no home a Florian Balogun say a left ban at the afino so I say I'm playing body no I'm doing and Cosadia no so 11 players and a corporate no so akwakabo one more Florian Balogun I see so ya Romelu Lukaku minama bowling goalie yan so ya chance the Catalan into the Humbia anyhow I'm the film and a court game na Jorge Jesus the American HM says Roberto Martinez FI the Portuguese national team numa Jorge Jesus and Ebam abaya jumam at the amoma ya didn't na to him and pay he believes he's the best player ever when Rooney on Cristiano Ronaldo mentality I said mentality unique I don't know Ronaldo no die Hudi sa oya de chen obia e wo wi ase I don't know when Rooney I describe it say a unique mentality and a Ronaldo ewo
I think he absolutely lives and has dedicated his whole life to football, and he loves it so much. He's got a mentality which I've never seen before in any football player.
In what way? I mean, you were obviously a very close teammate, so give us a little insight into how different he is. Because at that level that you were playing, you'd imagine everybody.
I think when you play at the top level, you have a certain mentality to play at the top level, and his goes beyond that in terms of how he wants to win. He wants to play every game. He wants to score in every game. He wants to break every record, and he doesn't hold back in saying that, and he believes he's the best player ever. I believe for a lot of people he is. So yeah, I think he's had such a career.
Na ufiwa yanko Gabriel Agonla ho na suye asi Ronaldo feel say are bigger than Portugal. That has been the problem. And no, Gabriel Agonla ho.
I watched him last night, and you know what I don't want Ronaldo to do. I remember Ronaldo at his breathtaking best. I don't want him to tarnish his image, you know, because I watched him last night, and in a foot race, my cousin Mavis would have given him a real great contest, you know. Yeah. He just can't move.
I think as well, he looked like a 41-year-old last night, so we have to say that, and it's not down to Ronaldo, it's down to the manager, Roberto Martinez. Listen, if you look at stats of like best manager per win ratio, he is Roberto Martinez, but it's about the trophies that you won, and this Portugal side.
Ningina munisa for 23 years I'ma try say I'ma kill on Cristiano Ronaldo entiwe enye dedi kan what few tournament man form ashasia esopano Patrick Mboma eti atujasa dena Morocco for ayano enye sebia amutina ma ene 2 year eshasia 15 years ago afei ena esu abanti other African countries no e also musia efi Morocco mine ho 15 years ago said na Morocco team our football mu enya sa ena na amusi etie nei amadu one semi-final of the 2022 FIFA World Cup back to 2026 FIFA World Cup amu our quarter finals eche sa amu project 15 years ago no ena esu abapa ama gomu na Hans Joachim Vaski a vice president Emma DF Bino amanfo chem say oh amane Jurgen Klopp awie and on say oh obetima kasa a 50% ne mom enya entirely done omugusu a woman no 18 come Don Carlo Ancelotti and ne Brazil national team nom afi 2026 FIFA World Cup nom ne mom diamete chem say opinion abetina no atwa so aye juma at the amatim CBF no believe say Don Carlo Ancelotti the right person decline rice or say Mikel Arteta phone woman amram woman omo game a drum call the quarter-finals and what you say a friend na small catcher and say congratulations na opening me person Arsenal player and na winning the 2026 FIFA World Cup into money home Kylian Mbappe also aka at the Achene teammate say ono Kylian Mbappe anya dia odwe ho any all-time leading goal scorer number ono Kylian Mbappe dia odwe ho and say on the French national team nom ebetim I win the World Cup Argentina first na gadaye ewo Atlanta na traditional celebrations no etimi ekosunti yebetwa Argentina forum am traditional celebrations wo mutim Linus Scaloni at the atudwasem still the team no they need to improve e wo msem tournament na yebo no watchem o se oman bia ni ho tournament we wanya perfect performance. I say Yahoo France against Paraguay. I'm gonna struggle against Paraguay. Yahoo Spain. I'm gonna struggle against Portugal. Ethiopia. Enya perfect performance. I'm gonna movie match after match. And then Samoa. Linus Scaloni manager. Emma the Argentine national team at the Air na United States of America midfielder Tyler Adams Ekasaye after some Womo Efi World Cup num.
I think that was the goal, was to obviously inspire people that the sport was growing in the U.S., which I think we saw. I mean, the support was unbelievable. I think our initial reaction as a team was that in this moment we let them down, but I think altogether people gravitated towards the team because we were relatable. We represented exactly what the U.S. was. Today wasn't a good day. I think from a performance, you can analyze the performance, you can analyze a lot of things, but the togetherness of the
na false nakasa afa Folarin Balagoon ni incidents no controversies at the abaye ahead of the game.
The atmosphere was lit until they put up a stinker. They didn't want to try. I mean, it was just bad. I mean, no effort. We didn't put shots on goal. We didn't have through balls. We didn't have anything. It was bad.
I'm feeling great, man. We finally delivered as a team. We came together and we knocked it out. I would have expected a closer game because the U.S. team has developed so much since the friendly that we played in Atlanta. They got so much better. I was a little nervous, but
nations amu AOC World Cup nina. I mean confirm say some nina FI 2026 FIFA World Cup in USA, Canada, Mexico. Omunina out from the World Cup. Now, Oko Egypt player Imam Ashore Nasuya or see Egypt and returning to Egypt to Cromwell without either fourth position and as a third position. Imam Ashore Ninsama Orituja Ewo Jumajero so and Yade Amanum now Oko Olerian Tramini Asuya Abusuandi Ayate HMS Manchester United HMS Nakatia Oje Ewo Real Madrid nom Amuntimin Chelsea Sikano Emma Olerian Tramini and your reporter Eka Yensa Anopay Julian Alvarez right after World Cup Barca Rieye Wombetim Kobo Sa Amansam Abeka Julian Alvarez Nafe Rabaya Juma Amma Womo still transfer stories num Curtis Jones Inter Milan Eye Dombe Bia Se Curtis Jones Amansam Ebetim Akan Liverpool some 18 come with Gilberto Mora 17-year-old boy nom Se Amansam Ebetim Akan John Stones Yas multiple Italian size 18 come Se John Stones Emram Emaya Juma Emma Timno Rubin Amorim Ase Emra Ojai Manchester United Jumanom now Omukas Penny enough is enough Wakoya nom na dia odwe ho a smaller club sebia enka abefa smaller club na fe onisa club na ya adwuma nemmom nom officer exercise AC Milan is even bigger and are you happy with AC Milan Demetem HMT Sporting CP 18 commercial João Pahinha woman some ebetime akanom AC Milan consider Gabriel Martinelli said that bia Rafael Leao efi Bobo Koruma ya tisa Aaron Wan Bissaka the latest player Arsenal and when it say amutin beba se Ben White efi team no mua Tyler Fritz enra ocha Alexander Boblik ena fame ukoma yamako ye ede emano nice bibia etimi ekoye a men singles rom ocha quarter finals na Jessica Pegula and Coco Gap and some at the everybody I know some letters about the Wimbledon and me don some atu anim and I no pay happy birthday to Lady Gabriela Akia Benewa Jemfi opapam and I say omame Jemfi omanyina say happy birthday and happy birthday from mom and dad to Akia Benewa Jemfi Gabriela enti yama happy birthday na fibia enti enkoya Sometymer Community Bank PLC ya den kofun close nsem na si nemom boss player and ni team no aye ready etimi aba before some one better no ya ne Sometymer Community Bank PLC for 18 come on na Mr. Francis Nantwi ono a chief executive officer owaha and Isaac Iyabua were head of credit and marketing and Alfreda Winimi also a outreach officer one ewa he no munyina 18 come on Openi good morning sir bibia fine see you right yes nti see onu Mr. Francis Nantwi on a chief executive officer meboa Emma Asokoi Mampong Community Bank PLC and Isaac Yeboa head of credit and marketing and Alfreda Winimi on a outreach officer and pay yebetie Asokoi Mampong Community Bank PLC the mo my media minim se musika krabia no sika krabia na mu to kese ne ne mu dijuma sika sempa de enkaso da debia botom ebeyede intanopan so eda foforo ebetimu
yeda se minia metia atiefo nyina nso Asokoi Mampong Community Bank PLC say yeti ewo Asokoi Mampong Kumasi heya take a chiho baby hona yo na ye buy no if be nwotwi ni
Oyerepa FM 100.7
ewo edum Kumasi eye Ntuase Palace ho na ye be edum nso de na say ye be bodewro e kire Kumasi man say Asokoi Mampong dwumadi papa ye di aba no ye di bi enso ba edum Kumasi na ye ni edwadifo enso abedi dwuma nti na ehia mo wa ha ye be bodaru se ye dwumadie no ye di bi enso ba edum Kumasi eye Ntuase opposite Railway police station no ye bia no ukuade ya eye 8 July na ya to ye nsanso afre amanfo se omombra meta echi na yintimi MBA ye branch na no nti anope ye ba ya senti awa eno
okay mama hu juma mu die wo Asokoi Mampong Community Bank PLC products
okay chief nti to aso on correct
ye jumedie ni achemu said the jumedie bi a bank di bi na edie ni nyina Asokoi Mampong Community Bank yenso ye dibi eye ofa savings no ye wo susu said ye nyina ye nim no ye susu ye normal savings eye omo ya aban adwuma omo ye omo adwuma enso to ne no nso wo ho ɛna yɛwɔ private businesses nso mpɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ savings nso a ɔno nso ɔmo bɛtumi aba ɛne abɛdi dwuma yɛsaa wɔ loans ahodoɔ bebree
loans na me de passive no na mpɛ no passive na mpɛ no passive yi
utie din na din ne ho nam sɛ
o ba wo nkyɛ na wanya na
o nkyɛ koraa na onsa aka
ya nyo kofa bra bank for me ko na kofa du be kofa ma me birthday number ana andro de ntsa
passion ne che say ure mu na wo di akọ
wow passive loans
nso na ye wo loans a enkofo nso omo ko efa no omo efi abrochi aba opesu mo ko clear free portal ni boa wo mo upe loan de akoto assets and I say with the ashe udwuma mu a and yes am flexible repayment period
na interest rate the overja there that no be a mini scam e beje bosia so na
the interest rate above form
okay
na ye cry the demonstration ko ne say ye hwe wadwuma di na o de koye na ye hwe mfaso na e ba ho na ye ya price interest rate uba ye hwe the way adwuma ni sitie na yenso ye gina so na ye ne watena ase na ye hu kwan ya be fa so a ye bitimi aboa wadwuma no na yenso ye nya kakra na onso we nya kakra
me outreach officer outreach okay evenze Alfreda dinta me busa say remittance no say obetumi describe for abroad dia ba mo ya ni sa nti sa na anything me bra wo America now we saw this cabremia over there be ba sim one now you can
you were real you know the manner oba asokwere mampon community banker yenso yebiti na boa ama won
okay and you go so din common your branches na answer because more here
okay major am head of credit
okay
pacho yewo menshia opposite I feel hona
okay
branch back home
okay
and I'll call Sometymer Otuo-Acheampong baby omo overhead no overhead no I would see nim kakra on your branch yo na ni pizza man bi wo ho and also na yewo ene ya oba head office nso Asokore
Mampong community bank mo ba nche so asede mo ana mache
ye bank mu kechi ene de she
okay
jumede na ye ni ahemfo na
edijuma na nka manhia de se ke ezisi bank ho eso mo akọ ho
be free body chere se
ampa mo ko nsu aso mo ko ben ahemfi o ena mo ko so am so mo ko overhead na mako my idea
and ye jumedi nso te se ye dan a yesi and rural banks yenya yesi
na fabra mo nya no so nipa de saa ne on se ayi ye nyina kwanta mpemani na okopebra na unya obetima aboa ho nko Asokore
community banks a wokumase no dodo na
sai papa sis ne emfasa akọ mo ma ye promo mu tua kantem simbia ne ho ma commercial mu amudidwa after remittance sika di frama na ne ba no sese ni nyom so mu obi Oyerepa Unity Link Apex branches ne location so mentia wa mentia impi obi o Asokore Mampong obi o da fefe bi ena afi so makru on ben new road track collect no me pizza man ben asan mabod tofa no ena afi so omodi new abansu as police station wa duma si o afi mu enye de omodi twato na makodi mu djuma kofo bank wo twem
ade ni nyina ne se nkwade ya eye echna yebie edum nso ase branch
okay
so ye to ye customers nyina ase omombra yebie branch modern branch
wow
ya amra ani omamu nso pese mu ni edijuma no omombra ye wo product ni no man bebre de be serve you especially any idea edjuma die wo edum ha mantemu ha
okay etna time ben no
anopa 10 am
10 okay say in 18 baby okay as am customer and I'm prospective go be person afi no ni mu didwa edi juma okay ejuma be de susu ni bi bebe aduma we mu de susu no mu pepa amumra ya sebo mumra we mu pe susu pa ya amumra fia eno ya na di problem sa unis ka going to be go into ya mo for so am ato eye sina mo di bi be ka ho
pacho de me pesa me kan say the chief kan ye no
ya no ma ne so
ye tun sa
ya say do no bi kuna obeso wanu tra na de
ye tun sa fre o manfo nyina say omra no ne ye emeye adwuma
okay
de edwadifo suro ye interest say the chief e kan ye no ye loan ye case by case basis
okay
ye hwe wadwuma a wo ye ye diskana ma wo ne ya hwe kakra obenya free so no kakra obetimi di abo a me ye so de etu ye adwuma ye fo
okay
nti interest enye strictly lay down wa yentimi nya ho hwe obia wo ba na be kyerɛkyerɛ wadwadi mu a ne ahwɛ de ebe ya ma wa beboa na aboa ye nso
okay
afei nso sa woni ye nya adwuma kora na bia woni bank bi ye adwuma na wo hie ska na bia kobra bra sokore mampon wo ba sokore mampon community bank PLC a ye de ye temwase
munya kobra bia
anything you see we make your financial life easier
wow
after the ka ho kra eni ye ho betimi agi loan a won fa ejapade bia ne si awowa ebre bia na atwam a na nka obi be gi loan agi se bia o dan wo asase
kamera na atwam
se die ya ma eniema ba fom kra brane emu a ne gina brane e wo dwadi mu na ye ni wo enyini emum
okay
nti ye tun safre wo bia so ye customer wonye ye customer brane ye wadi oyi
all right yeah that's it senior also
and you try to only say susu to no to susu 20 days to qualify for a loan
20 days
empa one day cry
na mama loan no je aye you 20 days me 12 months ma starting dey
radio so near kasa
there we mo kwa dey na dey na just say what 21 to 20
say Monday to Friday
so I must say 4 weeks
20 days 20 working days
wow
to qualify for a loan
yes I that was like a credit na be qualify
let me 100,000 for me to qualify
e na say you to no okay oh fine
and now person ojilon o save baby statement in by team hweso
baby for statement no kra mutimi de
hweso
mo banga dira mo komoni no ase mo nim banga adwuma ne yet pa
you can say you make your financial life easier
wow yeah that's it yeah beba ho number ni hwe tie e ma ne nyo de keketi na frɛ mo 0242957523 0242957523 and 0262957523 and one no Asokore Mampong Community Bank PLC chief tie da se be se ne ma fufu bi so de aba ne ahwe se de city nyam sham ye ne Asokore Mampong Rural Bank PLC CEO na mu Francis Nantwi obo penalty share you obo penalty share
so can rural houses here
hey the be mama nya scan community bank Mr. Momanya omomunya no ho Isaac ye boy head of credit and marketing so not the penalty no so afi o and Alfred winning me outreach officer ye da wase nyame nhamo ye be hia biem mumma susu fo no mra mumma why ye mfa bi mum solo we be sanity o so Asokore Mampong for no
20 days
that's right there's a loan in out to all right
ready milk tea premium cocoa and coffee extract and I the creamy milk account or breakfast ebe kama abra stress bia ema ho a ready milk tea and I was say opebi na auto your flavors menu your coffee any chocolate flavors I the ema anopa bia o sorry a na watwa tea no keke makase program ba efie enkrofo bedi di anopa enko ha ho enko stress ho ready milk tea packaging no ya ye dada de ohia ne se odi nsuo hye ebeka eho na watwa no keke feeding ventures pampa so na enterprise KJT market don candy stores asafo UMB Kumase eho na abenya bi ato enkran call Atakwala enterprise the Lord has done it enterprise bet abi enterprise and a Mula enterprise na waje ready milk tea ni bi na onso watwa ne keke abra ombre ehon Pepsodent ese World Cup yi ese twitwe no e wo se ofa ne World Cup mese no enya ahoden ma wanum nka ne nyehwam ma gams nya ahoden na afi ntokro bi eda osim no watu ase de be ya anajo da emoa wa bi amam se omoba abedimu agro Pepsodent nko a ena AS adwuma we nyina ede ama Pepsodent every smile matters Bosomtwe Community Bank PLC Yeman Kososu loans transport loans microfinance loan salary loan commercial loan bonanza loan afi church development loan any agricultural loan Bosomtwe Community Bank PLC na ubebie savings account current account kiddie account and a fixed deposit your electronic banking platform no adwuma star 992 hash and I say Ghana peso na only edi juma your continent say head office no ewo ho atonso agogo ja cheko future da hinma kokoben edwena se ebuako atonso bokura putoja magazine abinchi market eho nyina behu yen 0322098076 Bosomtwe Community Bank PLC together we prosper Amen Scientific Hospital ebwa ama stroke yade awo ho nsem ene yade atran so ache no nyinyina wahwe aka ede ama se de be ya ubenya ahoto yen ye Kumase atwema tachiman kwada so fo ase ekwan so yen pe ene the best alternative medical hospital ewo Africa 18 other branches for Ghana eho nyina akwa ubenya yaresa enche boga wa bibia ni akra takra de tamale atebubu nkoko sunyane ho sahwidebi so ne hohoi fra 0277 001234 nane akasa Kangen Energic drinking water Kangen the best refreshing alkaline water ewo adwaman so alkaline na ewo enso ni muntino eboa ema detoxify system na boa ema liver kidney no akoma obo ho ban ye eboa ema onum nsuo na me ba cho calcium magnesium potassium ne iron minerals ewo nsuo no unya bi we nya duro badonum a edijuma woni padua ni mpa ema red blood cells no white blood cells na hoden eko editia enyarewa Kangen so ne bi el Brahma UGC Tafuni Road Abaru Junction Lizzie Hotel El Santas Roundabout Pakiko Stadium and Sumankwani Junction and also Ewo Ashtown for 0241449191 and 0507379474 Bash Digital Satellite decoders no mebacho kwajibi oho nanu mi usa de na ka 2 days or 1 day visa man hena de na nya ya montonsa mon frère basha no pe ya na untwa de ntum hotels guest houses restaurants individuals any guest houses mebacho mo ba the normal decoder ni bi ye be installation ni I recharge e de akamo packages no from pa Bradbury Junction ship mo ho ena ye wo 0556 287757 grow fine mojadrono esiesie menses eho problem nyina ubunsa wayase o ya ubunsa moja ni tubu so ubunsa na se ensisi so a num grow fine mojadrono eno na ebesiesie no edi ama didi kama neda kama grow fine esa adwuma ni nyina edi ama baby eto no my Ghana mu benya grow fine edro ni bi na wato digital bar clinic Kumase I'm a run about Bank of Africa Honoma grow fine offer 0244 596532 0244 596532 grow fine makes you grow fine ABA Herbal Clinic so far rasta or say and ya deni nyina fabra na so glaucoma cataract syphilis long and short sightedness obetu ase at the amount enya no nko a me wa cho hypertension prostate liver any kidney ade bia no so far ese fabra na onye ho adwuma emfa emao kwada so dwena se main market echiwa doma inkro Ebenezer Preschool ebe apia kubi cold store ewo Ebenada Jom ye new branch no ewo Kaswa Millennium inside adade last stop ABA Herbal Clinic ho for 0541 565 199 and 0502 812 161 0502 812 161 now the ABA Herbal Clinic at the Enkomo ABA Herbal Clinic na waje ne so se nyame ensa ewum show no etwaso e de amamo live on Oyerepa Radio Oyerepa television
okay Solo that Baba Kwaba.
Boss me also.
But
you say I don't be able to.
Oh, yeah,
kakra GFA and the coach select players and not me, the minister. Honorable Kofi Adams criticize the media. Honorable say, Nkofo Ebubo Bodin say, Onuna or select players, but say anything a coach no hono. Enti ono na
Biaga was select players.
Or say Nkofo say,
Obiaka Sawa. 7 minutes and select players. Asema o Ujama, me dem in TV there. 7 minutes at select players. No only players no.
Because say yetise Nkofo kasa. Yes and trofo no. Asudi any aserious.
GF in Nkofo kasa from not him. Nti man mfano.
So what TV say Nkofo eka.
So no.
Say ono ai nti. Say ba ne say na say yetise Nkofo ka. Yes and trofo no. Ya juma ya said the asudi say. The catcher of my man say ono minister in there. On select players.
On a bet will be a juma.
The way in say Ochere or Boama Epi coach na on select players. And see, Yaba voice no, Ebona among 40 na just say and won church so etimiaba. The video you saw was about clearance of unwanted weeds. That one say everyone pictures ni video viral. Efa eye Accra Kumasi Stadium National NSA4 na almost say features ni videos na yehu no emura bi a ensem fata se esese eba page ne so na omafa nkofo a omututu afiri so ntinye se bi a omunum ni omoye na de omoye no ebebedu se best league ne be hu se bibia be ye kama nti kasamafo nso so e de anuye kakra nso so etimi e de aba. Aging players must make way for younger ones to play. Dr. Nyaho Tamakru. Tama, we dey tititia. O say brasa ye kwa anyi nyina no. Players ni bebre ho no mo omonyini. Na enei se wo hwe aman na omobom ho modern na. Omo the young players na ebobo no. Enti
amame.
Bo Morocco krasi.
Morocco player nyini wo.
100.7
players are young ones.
The younger ones,
Morocco players.
Na Osigana for Yenya a football age at the
now your players na the call Bobo no. Send a nyini woman, send a young kola woman, send. It's just like any other team. And I say no canona entiase.
O see on say
na me guza Samiano presenti Madam with all the assembly will be can be also be can be ana. That never go ana. Say Ubia can say into us as well Rabeka. And some also Kejan Komu. And some of them we don't need to give them prominence. What's my fine? If you are talking about the performance of players, let's talk about that. Why any team?
Football age.
Why a football age?
No, I said that in Fieso.
Young fireman, Omodapo, keepers no number 2 no no here when you Lucas and Money, one home born Jerome Poku, Omon boy, you Niama, events saying, one mom can come, one more. Hakim, dear to the one tell more. What kind of maximum nominated goes? What has a union got to do with Obi Modemo?
I said when you want to be more, you can't cheat.
Me say the oldest players all World Cup. Now the Hakim Omusa. No, not just 7 boots. Maximum just 7. Those who are defending. Oh, and some of them they are not those to do. If you are me, I say also be a can be. We do a party. A biana or car an old problem anagana war. But bet mama papa Nyahota Makura who say omo edom go ball no. Omo do na ya academy boys dey train you omo abruchiri.
Ya ka dey wanyini kra dey ko no no goalkeeper no.
Oh dear, no, I don't believe in that. Now, obi goalkeeper you know him that. But boys on Bobo no. Dodo na no. All boys they went through academic system, and where those areas it is very difficult. And they cry Ghana cry no. Age cheating cry and they say above from cry so low because they demand a lot of things or DHS name and MZT solution on their mind. I think we're not one of the youngest. Everybody choir, I think we're the youngest team. No, so near halfway we can see we am. Go boy back for send a ball Ghana league. Don't ask so much to table John on no bobo. I don't know William. They are saying, and some no doors. I am also count. Some guys, some of the media, a man for him, they are mommy and fan to actually. I'm some guys, some I am one. Who are not bidding for time. And the penyas and the him say, Zach, what says the minister SLC? On so a German who says one SLC. I just say so SLC. Don't go between the trees we are way. Or no busa question no answer. Who minister how about the press who no more SLC? And some for go for the car found when you and your selection. I say so yesterday. Who selection? Who plays in one only? How go friends here, man?
100.7. They will come. And create.
Obeka says here, Beji work up. I catch him say, as I'm all can. Sebi, Mome, Fenya, Ubeka Sibia. So Beji work up.
On only how they say as in St.
On how
Jackie too sometime Harry wa mo keke ho mo ti se nkofo kasa asem na mo no mo so die ni mo say say mo be chechire o mo chire mo chire pen nkofo kro no say there be minister there on select players
wa rotie
media men TV
ati cobra Zach enra ye hebo kakra fan.
Yes.
Ronaldo, I am at Timson. Our US the Belgium there. Immediately, we are to be for one.
He's done.
Oh, man, I said to me,
it's clear, he's done.
But your kind is you know, work up no.
0.7. See the family, enjoy their holidays, and after that, over one thing. And there's no way, and you're good for him.
See, and also.
Oh, said, now Neymar when he also first said,
oh, Neymar dear, say, Neymar dear, was a national team no mobium.
We also mobium.
But one cat, Mona Munimo, Mobile, no Munim.
Oh, they said, you said, be our Mre.
Oh, Zach, as a man, best of man, yes, a man of pay. Neymar as announced, or before cry, before. March and Crano Akasa, you will not play for the national team after this World Cup. Chairman here, on kind,
but on him. And every Portuguese.
My who almost say, why you be done into also?
Every Portuguese knows this is his last time with the national team. And if you had the Portuguese down,
okay, me Portuguese,
super sports.
Me Portuguese. There's also every Portuguese in anymore. But me Portuguese.
Every Portuguese and the one who I follow Ronaldo in the last.
I follow Ronaldo.
I follow the Bianis.
No man follow Madam Zuzu.
So who TV?
Let them go follow way.
So one of the. I admire one of the best games at the World Cup. The hype around the game because of the quality of the individuals that especially the midfielders now tweets now parade now we're anticipating one good game, end-to-end game, excitement, but I say very boring game. I'm saying one of the boring games that Masha honestly at this World Cup. I said there was no agency, so no my passing I die and one tweets me now that start. But I should have my anything it was like game there sharing and running. But the game needed one moment just to decide the game. And once again the super sub for Spain
Mikel Merino came in and deliver the winning goal for Spain. Edo Elko Manim, our World Cup. So too, for Portugal, born mommy, the three Mafoders no. I'm sure say was Omukofi no. They would agree say they didn't live up to the expectation. And again, apart from so Oman live up to the expectation no. One player that I was single-handedly say he was the worst among all of them, Bruno Fernandes, in terms of how in this tournament one born homeward they one. For Mumi and Sana, yes, Oman born homeward in terms of collectively. What we know of them, no man. But what I see the Mumi and Sana, I see also now also the worst among them was Bruno Fernandes.
One pass them Ronaldo.
What did be? The episode of Ronaldo. Ronaldo won a world ball.
Oh, me was some.
There be but as I make it, you move Ronaldo team.
But I haven't seen Mutazama, Mumma Minya, and I mean, you see, over Jaji, Bruno, I did be judge number 1. Or your assist king. And the Okasa one Momo Dian. Numbers one pass, I must strike no. Because he's known, well, so I can say based on how we know them. Say they see me more. Their own standards in Tina Hokas or Mamma Demibwa. And the first question that will come from anybody is why Najumana Edims or Mayan, which is the impossible man or mana and go to go. Why Yana? Oh, but usually you leave your striker to score. And you can also be a Yano. What's the Ronaldo? Also, the question was not mischievous. Let me say, other one, Farmer Ronaldo, and
Bruno. Ada only a pa I say or possible ye is one of the best attributes say defense split passing. One no bonnet do not
to result in a goal.
And
sometimes
and you go. This tournament so too and minim I know I say they played with us a Humbi. They said they were just off. And Bruno to me was one of the worst in that month for that in terms of
Musa Baba Musa was a public when say actually Musa said na Ronaldo live up to expectation na Baba Musa Subusa
or jump with the guy
Musa
the analysis on me different baby na masa I should start it
Musa was
and Kebeba after come on we see the man come
was all they come
so it's honestly these guys do not help the national team. Say I've heard about a generation, golden generation, and but Martinez I said 2 generations. Portugal team no. Baby I know almost strength about one money be almost strength powers am for Omoko World Cup game. And one area and obeti don't compare any national team. If you are not better than you are not better than them. But other areas in there at least or national team will be almost but one area no more your power jam for it now on GD was said these guys will live out the expectation. But honestly, and the worst among them may Bruno Fernandes. And I think say on watching the games now object to me say or more Portugal national team because they name say onim ye no want me amfa more o man no. Mr. Otuo omo games na omo boy no. Me pese you see I know say one of no again Ronaldo slows their game. Ronaldo make runs and onye ye. Bon, mame the pictures na me de ma ono na yemfa nka say Mrs. na yenhwe. One of the first one no here a lot of times people take off then born unko entina be briefi say mo food na amwa. There was an instance to this on your screen. Me need a player I'm saying Joao Neves. If your striker is making this kind of runs now I'm born on to ma so to who yes as a striker and go. Striker and go. Bam to paper would on your screen, Saboy. So striker make some round we are. So today as a way, we don't know some commission will so be Mr. Wadaroma. So striker make his run where then as a way so too.
We say running and also Bobo home.
Yeah, I feel the other.
Oh, they will do a beer with me asthma. I'm of the because who is to be offside. Who's the ball? I say, maybe you ask a strike and I offside.
No, I said, we don't watch you. Who the found upon who's just run? I started from somewhere. Ah, delay, man, occupy or so this ball you play it through a true ball or one more. That was one of us. There's another one in the first half. Born and found us on tour. I think that was Bruno Fernandes. There be where go no. Bruno Fernandes across any. So you have your in the world of football. There's no player in the ATM boss or a leader. I say about the Cristiano Ronaldo, and he is
the leader.
David.
The whole world.
In the world of football,
there's nobody in the box already. We're leader.
There be say LETHAL.
Leader, like okay. Like someone say, our proof who said.
At this stage, only Kubasi, and rapport to Ponu. Shabowi. Oh dear, this kind of balls it will different in Bokoshe. But boy, one more or Danny Bon, I'm a ball could be or center back and all. They recycle the ball and the ball went to center back. There were so many instances. Strike and make you good runs. Born uncle. And again, so too, honestly, coach no there. Omunyam pamono.
Wajai.
No, the also manager you. So he said you have to sack him. I mean, why Ronaldo lasted 90 minutes in the game. Honestly, why Omar Ronaldo lasted 90 minutes.
Right,
because the player that scored the winning goal for you in the round 32, not even 1 minute to play in yesterday's game. And Bernardo Silva, meaning say, I don't know. As a tournament, there's something wrong with him. I say like psychologically, that's when you fit, and I say something like that. Because one, the goal that they conceded, Merino on the foul Merino. Or Merino has to be then he left him to go and Okobo on Koshe. There was a lot of things about this team that but one thing that we cannot take away from this man on your screen, and it's the greatest footballer the world have ever seen. Omar friend Portugal, before him, Omako only three World Cups in 1966, 86, and 2002. Ononkwa Omako 6 continuous World Cup. Before Ronaldo, na Portugal abo only 3 European Championship in 11 edition, 1984, 1996, and 2000. Obaye Odomabo 9 and Atuaso. Eti Oshe Omar friend Portugal. Without this man, they don't have any history. They've never won any silverware without this man. This man and the Baya Wabajin Krua, a Jamo Oman for Portugal. Oman for Portugal, a football nation, because of this greatest footballer the world has ever seen. And yes, he's going home. One World Cup. I've seen a lot of people, me I've heard of social culture to Facebook. He's a smart guy, use the word dimension. To me, so I interview I say we in the European Championship, and yeah, to him as this as the World Cup as World Cup, the word dimension you use here, if you find a meaning now, but say why he used that, that one.
But finding anything, see, you don't go finding it.
Oh, say, Kumasha de. English.
Don't that good day. So the time no more mutu will free kemosi. Yeah, I'm finding dimension the answer. Oh, finding it now a detail man casa.
Oh, sir, dimension can mean magnitude of something.
You on the wings of dimension.
European Championship for them, no feature to him.
Ronaldo only Portugal the day. Oh,
what it
1 Euros and 2 UEFA Nations League and
Nations League.
But what European Championship.
Okay.
So man Portugal no monji crew a bit down my.
Nations Champions them high.
But as an Euros or.
Euros nkwan na ho.
To monji be that.
But say you say bi umzo ko World Cup na wan go bi. Okay. No go. You yenti wa na. Yati one side dodo. Rempe infinity dia. And balance baby. Sure. And now we had the.
Spain and Portugal. Game and Baswa, Mikel Merino. The only goal of the game. I might say Spain are qualified to the quarterfinal of the World Cup. And you be doing home crab. Yen Chebibri or Yen Chebibri. It is why Spain team near par this World Cup. And even Spain at the European Championship. And then Nipa Mejinan super a coach in friends Roberto Martinez. You go Belgium against Senegal. And now Belgium against US. Okay. This is how Spain almost set up. Spain a ball playing team. And he say De La Fuente selecting the players. Player be your best select who can the first 11 Mubiano, which included the goalkeeper, Simon. Zotezo Nanoka. Se born it that one noa. In yes, I will pro and some more passable. As we are comfortable with the ball. When your money be a Casipe woman with Jinaso, I was just selecting the players. To both be a player be on your good season in the La Liga. Now I'm fan. Now I'm for starting raising issues on player now I'm fan. But what Nasi Dean now head De La Fuente be a Spanish national team coach. Sano picking the players. It's Spain born almost start to build up from the back. Especially using their two center backs to find passing lanes. Kubasi and Emmerich Laporte. So when Spain be ball, now be more border, only an attack. And now a center for the bet me a press Roma. Laporte and the Kubasi or holiday. Laporte and the Kubasi or holiday. Say no, I didn't work and they say, me sorry, a bema border messages. We are about you hate Cristiano Ronaldo. Hey, na me de me de ma hate Cristiano Ronaldo. As a West near near Fanokwa. Hate. Hey, hate they are no deal. You don't play against Spain. And you need somebody to press their center back. And you go with Cristiano Ronaldo. It will not work. And ye. No kwe woman no. On say. So enyoma mienu ni ejina so. Among for money ya say people doesn't respect the legacy of Cristiano Ronaldo, which is not true. But ye can Ronaldo at 41. Sa modena no in his 20s and 30s no only. It's how even the Portuguese team was set up. It was set up in such a way say omo ye ma Spain for ninya freedom. Enti wa we game ni bia no. Wo de busan ho se wutie ma no pa ya busan ho say at what point and I who said the Spanish defense will be press womo almost start to build up from the back. The moment Obama Spain center backs na free no. So to a chess work creating room for their methods. Their method train no boy Danny Olmo, Pedri, Rodri. And up to almost standard to say the anymore no. But to look at how they were interchanging positions. Because their center backs were free. It's Enra. Seme Roberto Martinez. Ko he Belgium ne Senegal. So to know he Belgium and USA. Sometimes it's not about individual player, but a team ninya resource. Nobody can take away the greatness of Cristiano Ronaldo. No. But the truth of the matter is, or minus to the Portuguese team. No kure was no. On said the amount for who say, we are now for stretchy debate no. Zoto Ronaldo to say mobile phone any chip. Se me phone ye krami. We about I am fat chip and to soa. Mint me fan your call. So tell me I say. But your other players are remember rather no other players feed on them. It's when services are not given to Cristiano Ronaldo because was center in the game you say or your goal scorer. It's Yaman service and it was a real tournament, you know. It's what is like to Odi Bruno Fernandes. Or is Bruno Fernandes anyade. Vitinha anyade, Neves anyade. Because of few say Oman Timian provided a service to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo are changing the game to become a typical goal scorer. But your other players, and the Biana Meka say, you can have a player that you love, and Obian Timino any watching. Say me do player be me. The Biana Meka say me since I'm starting to me show football. So Tony my favorite footballer. A two. And say they be Obekano. Manuel Ricosta and Zidane. But I cannot say based on how I love them. They are the greatest of the game. One can compete, say Beati says Zidane. But no crown so be here dear China, you have to accept it. It's Portugal team no almost set it up to fail at this tournament. And found one talent and no more. It almost the game no coach Spain. And no Spain crown no almost A level. This is not the Spainer recently Yahomono. It's one of their worst performances. Even at this World Cup, I'm so formally Cape Verde game now, win a twasso. But it was a Portuguese teamer, Bema as I'm saying. Wako tournament. Wabo modern free group stage. Wabo around 32. Then you have a 25-year-old Goncalo Ramos. Ebe share winning goal the amount. Then your next stage around 16. Player no be go now qualified to run 16 no. Who opportunity to make 5 changes. The same number of changes are we or run 32 no. The same number now or run 16. And that player tournament momentum ever no. When a single minute. How do you even explain this to Portuguese? Eti Bema Boada said the maker no.
Soon Hagin and I never.
Oh, no, dear, once Ronaldo and some Kekano, and on one, and then they couldn't talk out. Nitibuana Ebuana because Zakito's dimension. How do you even compare European Cup to World Cup? And as some now can say, a day contest. Bibi or her contest. Bibi contest, Zakito. Bibi contest, Zoto. Bibi anywhere and your contest. On Vetscan. On can FN is a veteran. How do you convince Nipa that senior tears as this one? Zoto, whom etie a TBBR say, Vet a better car than Rolls Royce. How do you do this? And yet the other bedroom is today. It's maybe our more do. Yes, and to me it doesn't make it more than there be. That is what argument. No, that is it. More that and then I can afford Highlander. Oh, what else? There you can't afford. I can afford it. You can't afford. What I can afford. It's what I have to say. So that is what I value. It's what I have to say. That's the person speaking. Not all can. The modern. But I'm gonna make us up. And I am more flow. Yamana more flow. But so go busa. What? Musana. What I have to say. At the noon team because you cannot afford. Yeah. It's the moment to accept. If you are coming to me afford, yeah. Coming to me afford, I can't tell you. Go out of. Million to one. I put you as a man. Then you have made content by money. Say not or no influence the man of Portugal. The legacy. You can speak about your legacy with the Portuguese national team. But Zakito, let's be fair to ourselves. Say Ghana yeti ayenye World Cup yi. Yesi aje Cup of Nation 4. Na Cup of Nation na aje equal to World Cup. Who will be back say what they just imagine say.
We know the dimension.
Who they just imagine say Zaki to enye Ronaldo. And a minister yeko anak urake to kreku. Yeko World Cup yi by no so Ghana for mamunsu. Na World Cup ni ko duru and 32 no. Enye hwe because yaje Cup of Nation 4. Cup of Nation 4 na yaje no. Any World Cup yepe. Won ka be pina man. Kabe pina man. And the fact of the matter is so too. Ayana on say Mama ne yese Ronaldo no ba he changed the Portuguese national team. Tournament ben Ronaldo ne Portugal ko best player da. So to give me one. Yeah, but who is the most influential player must be the best player of the team. And Abema boda meboa. So who is the most influential player must be the best player of the team and even the best player of the tournament. When Portugal won the European Championship, he was not even the best player. The final game that they won, where was Ronaldo? The last nations, Mabono, the rest of Lomushe Spain. Anybody who win some crucial. Hey, Bernardo Silva, no Mendes.
Why not take money to? Oh, Jimmy, sometimes why? Take it to a see about tournaments. No one take my money to. Yeah, but tournaments. Yeah, but out of the tournament. Yeah, but tournaments in area. Yes, say. Yeah, but tournaments. Yes, best player. It means the influence on the tournament. You cannot compare any player to him. And I was sweating so better. I say, yeah, but tournament. Yes, this is the best player. He just on say, I never talk about him. Say he tried to belittle what other players have achieved. So let me say, or belittle the other players have achieved. Because Mr. Otuo, maybe. This is a tournament. Way back, way back 2016. When the Portuguese national team edged the European Championship, Ronaldo say, before you can be counted among the greats, you have to win with your national team. Within that same period, oh, asama me.
Wenti. Bazakada na o ma ni pa no bafo we. Obi ka se wi anan ko bi aba. Obi ka se wi anan ko aba. No, but e ya toto. E se mo yi ba ye. Mai we ya ba o we you. O sparring partner na ba. But
ono na downplay the level of competition. Enyame na me downplay no. Ono Ronaldo no na downplay competitions I went me anye. Because which human being on this planet and ebe compare European Cup to World Cup. One compare. He didn't compare. Because to one ebe sa. You here last year. Only PS Morgan. And Ronaldo was telling us 7 games now go Koje Kappa. You cannot call that 7 games so you're a great player. But this same World Cup now we downplay no. 2016. What see is after winning the European Cup no, what do you want to achieve? A World Cup because it's the biggest trophy in the world. And Ronaldo, when he was leading a Golden Boot award, so that time I know was a 3 was a 4, now Messi was 2. Then Ballon d'Or Messi had 5 more 4. Or see, winning the Golden Boot of Alun Chair Ballon d'Or. And China Messi co says no car 4. And Joe and Oko says no car 4. Oko 8, who don't play Ballon d'Or. Eti ono and I'm to awards now wajino. Ono akwe don't play no. Because the fact of the matter is, upon how great are we as a footballer, the greatest football trophy on this planet is World Cup. And nobody can change it. You need trophy be a was as you so such a World Cup. 2 matches so, 3 matches so. World Cup is the biggest trophy on this planet. So one Libya, celebrate your legacy. What do you have achieved? But don't downplay other players or Magister trophy no. Whereby every single moment I been be no someone. And then person me catch Zaki to say no Ronaldo no kra work. Zaki tournaments na work so wajo say I no. Meaning on Ronaldo. tournaments na Portugal abono. Waje no. Emu dodo say no Ronaldo so omoji on your best player.
He doesn't need to be the best player.
You need to.
But the Portuguese team was the best player of the Portuguese team. He doesn't need to be the best player of the tournament.
Portuguese team.
Omoji we.
Yes, league no omoji last year.
At age 40, he was still Portugal's best player.
Jackie too.
At age 40.
Yeah, but we have seen no Mendes. Last one omoji Croatia. Yes, Bernardo Silva. Anameboa. Last year omoji Croatia. Bernardo Silva ne man best player.
Omo influence. Atam close.
Close to Ronaldo.
Since when? Man kato wali nya that you know. What come the film? But some players you know. Say for nothing from 2016. He has been the main man.
Ronaldo.
What are you talking about?
What do you have to accept?
What do you accept?
Ronaldo, a footballer. He relies on other players before Mr.
Player.
Boss. Padaruma, Okana or flow, we are no aba. So, why?
So, the same time,
there be set time, there will be.
Yes.
Oh, the next time go forward to Munti. As a nice searching any idea.
I thought one crashing her baby as all attack nothing. No, cannot. No, that's not together.
This will be a Casobia to meet.
Oh, that's all the album, Yankasa.
Oh, then Saturday.
Some of us will be over.
Saturday, Saturday, the Jibo one dance.
What time of us will be over?
Because we ding. Oh, but you really.
Bema boda. Yes, he's one of the great players at football, and nobody, Mr. Two, can take Ronaldo out from the great players at football. By the greatest there, he's not there. He's not there. And may I sure say, Onwa after annual elimination, when he sit down, now we're showing your ma wa achieve. Not to compare how or what downplay other players for achievement. He will accept it.
Before his era, there's that kind of Kukuruku, fight America. Before his era, Portugal had only qualified for 3 World Cups: 66, 86, 2002. Oh, it's a message go. With him, they have won 3 trophies. Argument no so
and trophies with 3. Yet, say Obia what Nira will play. But see, I call classroom teacher near General Watch Radio. By real would you defense? Yeah. I just said you defense in the modern boy a day. As I say, yes, class. I in your class. So I mention as it's your influence, no, Bema, but a cocoa do baby. Nobody is taking his greatness away. But what I'm trying to say is how or what don't play amount for success.
You got another one. Since that's not.
The other side of the story and interesting. Garcia, I do a Belgian national team against USA. Once a game and surrounding himself with a lot of controversies after a Balogun issue, no. Record FIFA forces sans after the beating about game. No. Now may catch us say sometimes when you coach you need to take bold decisions. Say Oko Belgium, the two they worship Lukaku, they worship Kevin De Bruyne. Okay. When you coach now Oko tournament. These are huge players. Dropping them, remember Diana Ed. But it drew baby, you think about team success. More than what those players no more achieve, especially some who call the end of their career. When they name the De Bruyne, when they name the Lukaku with the Belgian national team. But Enra, so what's your Belgium the US game Libya? Belgium best game of the tournament, almost started without these players. Even Jeremy Doku clearly rules and the concentration of tournament in this war from. Oh, you're both starting from bench. Obia or doubt to Belgium, even in the group stage, because almost given any exciting. Belgium are wrestling in various tournaments. This was one of their weakest side, based on how more performance in the group stage. But not her Belgium team. No. Sometimes these are some of the decisions they do point to coach to be taking. And for any player and what he has achieved in the past. If present in Mr. Tom on team mount, and I say on team compete at tournament now, find a way to bench him and get results. And not a Belgium for a year and to host nation USA. Because I have US from the group stage, ever playing the run of 32. Countries no more bubble pan and US count. But Enra Belgium reduced so much to a side. I say, Omun deserve to even be part of the round of 16. And the game, Sibaso. It was the first game, Argentina and Egypt. Obia or share Argentina and Cape Verde Biano. It raises questions about the Argentine team. Obet me have free angles be pre. But this is my little experience when it comes to World Cup. Once you go World Cup, it's your favorite. Yes, we do move me aje. It start from somewhere. So almost will be a World Cup film. Number to Bob 3 matches to us. None the modern boy chess tournament to me more. But Ubia Wabo World Cup be either way finalist and now you're the winner of the competition. You're one gamer, Bema Boda, a baba test you. And we be closer to elimination. Let me a series of examples. Like 1990. A man for crying himself Cameroon share Argentina one day no. Bema Boda only 9 players in the show more. Cameroon did 9 players in the show Argentina. Okay, US 94. Italy before the final. Italy against Norway. Italy against Ireland. Italy against Mexico. Italy against Nigeria. It was for group stage now they had test. What the knockout stage they were on the verge of elimination. And it took Roberto Baggio and the qualities no one a champ player be no Gina Park to save Italy to the next round. Brazil cross J Cup no. Koshe Brazil in Sweden. Yanko 98. France will winning World Cup no. France against Paraguay. France against Croatia. Against Croatia. With just some few minutes, Croatia was on the verge of playing their first World Cup final. And Liran Turan Beshe 2 goals. Emma France winning 2 and the Copa final. 2002 Brazil. Brazil against Turkey. 2006. Italy was on the verge of elimination against Australia. Asana Francesco Totti, Eko Bossa Panatina Fabio Grosso in their tournament. Oko 2010, Spain, their first game on board at the tournament, was it against Switzerland? Even Spain against Paraguay. 2014, over Germany, over Argentina. Argentina against Switzerland. Germany against Algeria. 2018, France Belgium a World Cup no. So France and Belgium. It was a night as a game yes after France for some Bobi and Comacas. Then 2022, Argentina and I come as a winner. So Kohom game against Australia. And the favorites of the competition, and yet they are at one moment, either in the group stage or the knockout stage, you have one game a better still. Okay. And on a better test Argentina against Cape Verde. Yeah. Then about back to coaching. So what Argentina and Cape Verde Nibia? Cape Verde for exploit Argentina for weakness. And they say Argentina no more matches in the tournament without a proper number 6. Because the favorite for that position was not 100% fit in Leandro Paredes. It almost started McAllister as their number 6. McAllister defensively is weak. Adiaba Kwaba Leonel Scaloni since so far Argentina national team say. So when you're a bad gamer, Bema Boda, ultimately finding a way to fine-tune the Argentine national team. No more move quickly from their bad game to an A game. Me follow Omo Yinikaka. Now it looks like the two Paredes will start the game. Obeko with a midfield 4. Paredes, McAllister, Enzo Fernandez, and Rodrigo De Paul. Then the back 4. If Molina is fit, Molina will play as right back. Tagliafico as left back. Christian Romero and Martinez as the 2 center backs. Then the front 2, Julian Alvarez and Lionel Messi. So we have a lineup where Faco 2022 Argentina Croatia. Apart from Otamendi, because that game Momo Mixi Di Maria. Apart from Otamendi, This was in the lineup of Yusu against Croatia team no. And the moment Obe Yusu sa lineup no, we a team who operated from the midfield because Croatia at that World Cup their strength was their midfield. Maybe no more Kovacic, maybe no more Luka Modric. It's Argentina overcrowded their midfield, and that was Argentina's best game at the tournament. Omishe Croatia 3-0 because in their midfield they have runners who can run and chase. Country no more bono players no mutimi hold bono. One Rodrigo de Paul, two Enzo Fernandez, and then McAllister the free row to just sit in Mizoto like the playmaker of the team, and they say invited Lionel Messi to join the midfield and start distributing ball. No, said the better other players will be free. One thing they said Mizoto is all Argentina against Cape Verde. Now I enjoy Argentina team now. They will play their most easiest match of the World Cup and now against Egypt. Based on Cesar lineup and Abema Boado Moboboa. The back four now Macano. Tagliafico as left back, Molina as right back, Martinez, Christian Romero as two center backs. A midfield four of Rodrigo de Paul, Leandro Paredes, Enzo Fernandez, Alexis McAllister, and the front two of Lionel Messi and then Julian Alvarez. I won't be surprised. Sebema Boada, Yemwe, and then you make game no. Ebetimenya Argentina and Croatia score line. At the 2022 World Cup. Which was 3-0.
Argentina, Egypt.
Yeah. It can even be more.
No.
It can even be more.
Okay.
With this, so I am a lineup this year. Eliminate Lionel Messi from defensive duties into concentrating more on attacking duties. It took Argentina and Croatia game now. How he had the freedom because defensively, because they have a lot of men in the middle. And now, whenever they are now, Bema Boda, Ekofa Sam Ebay, no. Until one game, I think, a very difficult for Egypt to surprise Argentina, based on how I follow Argentina to my lineup on Besom de Bono. Okay. Until Argentina 3, Egypt 0. One game I don't want to mix here, Switzerland and Colombia. One country, Bema Boda, it looks like World Cup near Shomuyi, and then they say you be Colombia. So for the last 3 years in South America, I even think, based on their development, Omaya there, a chain Brazil. They say the Uruguay there, after Carlos Tevez, more Cavani, more Zotomo fade out, no, you Uruguay national team in the beam. It's Uruguay and Uruguay now you home recently, no. Brazil, so no, they have been struggling. But over Colombia, Bema Boda, Omadru period, the Omo Messi country war history. Sebianka Colombia, it is Argentina, Colombia it is Uruguay. And a what World Cup be there. And the history will lead this generation. I'm to Tomaye Bibi. Switzerland, Omo very good, but looking at this Colombian team, Bema Boda, it makes it very difficult for Switzerland. In a game until Colombia Sunni Switzerland game no Bebono. Bema Boda. I won't be surprised. Nyame nwanwa see every game no. Na Colombia ashiminu ama Switzerland atimu baako. 3-0 3 for Argentina, 0 for Egypt. 2 for Colombia and 1 for Switzerland. Yeah.
Captain, now so be can do that thing. See, and I say me back for my name Mafia.
Yeah, Mafia. Sometimes I think we German ko ye. Normal postal charge. What does it?
Babo, when the boxer throws in the towel, okay, it just say Oyerepa Radio.
So you can use West. We have to use that's West, and then West.
That is a towel and there too.
I don't say, but the way what does it?
Speak out about them, man.
I think you let go. And I've decided.
I'm not sure.
After OTA. Oh, what are you speaking for me? One
after the other, I'm saying. I got to also on Gary.
Sometimes let something go.
Yeah.
No more posterity.
Okay. But you feel no. You feel. You feel.
Solo Blana engene fast now. FIFA. It is Carlos Queiroz who selected the players for the Black Stars. It's his job and the FA to do the selection, not me. That is why he is paid. So as the media, it's your duty to let people know this. Honorable Kofi Adams criticized the media for saying he selected players for the Black Stars. Tama, I'm saying they're not here.
Yo, young lady man.
Into voice. Okay, and I mean, but you met my question. The video you saw was about clearance of unwanted weeds. Those you see working on the natural pitch, not artificial one. We are doing this so that by the time the league commences, the pitch will be ready and green. National Sports Authority spokesperson Pat explains.
Yana ehia omo ye adwuma wo so a omunim se de sifa etutu na ya na e de omo ye nti enye ne bone so se staff ejina page ne so e clear page no eti e besremo etifo se mu video ya e kire se ye clear unwanted weeds abefra good ones no o say natural grass nti maintenance ne ye different from artificial grass. It is a unwanted ways in nyina esesi yeyi ni nyina free so yeyi free so we are ye tuno from the roots ase ye tu we are na ye dua ye besa ye top dressing it efifi na na efele up efifi na efele up it eno na mohu nye ne bone so na ni ye yo nti said ye be ya resume league no na pitch no afane ntoma pa efra pitch ni ye kama nye ni green keke nko a ahodi gbom
tama so he emaya omote baba ya rani enti oso wo tutututu de enye no na afi omodua papa no na enu se league no start no na yesi bia pitch no be green keke ne mu no e be kama enti Visa, yanko back to Honorable Kofi Adams. Or say on selected players, a coach, any GFNA.
Are you suggesting that your Minister for Sports should be the one to select players for the Black Stars? When people tell you things that you know it should not be, you have a duty to help them also, because they have a right possibly to think that way. But you have a duty to let them know that the work of a minister is not to, a minister is to work with the FA to appoint a coach who has a responsibility to make sure he selects the players. That's why he's paid. That's why we have the FA there. That's why we have a coach. If we want the minister to select the players, then there should be no coach again. So the minister will select the players, and we don't have to pay a coach to do that.
No minister on selected player bia your coach ayafana ituaneka enti no mo bia mfa selection ho sa anko ya mo bia mfa machine minister no enti tietia central force bank for ka mo nchichiri mu ye nchire wo mo na mo hu se ono minister on selected player bia. Age has affected most of our players. We must stop the football age thing and be sincere with ourselves because it is affecting us. Age must be taken seriously in our football. When the player has reached his appropriate age, he must make way for younger ones to take over. Dr. Nyaho Tamakro. Tama mewie se nkofo nyina obi nyina wanyini. Se nipa no wanyini. On fish honomo na young ones no amamebo. Na say football age so we nyina titia that one patch me dey see
I got to go
this minister selecting players we need the background but then is somebody accusing the minister not on a selection now or work up here now not only influence the coaching now. If that's the case, I'm so I'll beg to differ. I think the Ghana for the do yeah, into situation now I try to address it. Then they be portion blames at the Amanipabi. So if there's one World Cup, I'm free say the organization preparation need to be we not a lot to say about it. It should be this World Cup. It should be this World Cup. Because Otuo, what I'm saying is this is a government and the minister. I say it's a government. Mr. Otuo, one problem with a previous World Cup in 2014 Brazil experience now. It was massive. It was massive. So the government made conscious effort to make sure so to be less problems as far as this World Cup is concerned. And I want to say so to devoid of political affiliation, Ghanaians were attest to that fact to say this World Cup Enema was much more smoother than a lot, including the 2014 year.
Oyerepa FM.
But I'm not World Cup
0.7.
But over and say the minister no update and all day ma any all the things of course what Mr. Ghana for at least you appreciate one thing. Now you try to forge forward. Maybe they don't say yes, you are quite amfa. Me de be make say we stayed in this World Cup because of the coach. Coach had the call, you know. So to on ne ma Ghana at least you believe cry say you World Cup no bit ma say you free more you mention you said that President can say future is brighter non America no. So the future has always been bright, but yet you better competition is gloomy. So let's take the bull by the horn. Then making sure say you better near because World Cup is the biggest football festival. So you learn a lot of things. Why is it that a very of about 500,000 population attracted where to be able in some of them? What do they do? Why is it that Morocco actually say in the African flag normally hosted to the extent that in the Morocco shirt in was through? I didn't know more. So you pick the right examples. Now it was what baby. But yeah, then I be a talk shop. You call competition bar. You perceive be a fine will be by the scapegoat. Near the pan ye a trouble. Yeah, you can't be fast anymore. Okay. So a lot of things happen on me in my own small way. Information, but sometimes you have to keep it. Even at the Black Stars camp, people are learning a lot of things. Of course, but as a man call, they move say at least. Young and Black Stars in here. Not yet to be a football because Ghana no. You have potential, but to have to nature it has always been the problem. And then when you say for baby, what to do? Nimdia for baby, but yet we are doing little. Sunday morning say move away from that. So certainly yes sir. So I want to believe say Kofi Adams as a minister. With a dominion connection, yeah. But me happy with how he conducted himself, how things were done. At least, so compare way out to that 2014, the same government and another honor, the same president, Mr. To almost score higher marks as far as this World Cup because don't forget from that 2014, 2018, 2022, no, Mr. To World Cup we are quite much yes now. Group stage you free. Obeka I to FIFA for I'm far run of 32, but that is the situation they all know. To say qualify for round of 16 and can be a it says a round of 32, they all know. I just say you move away from a group stage. The last 3 World Cup, what if they are Kobe? 2 are in a group stage, and if you mobile, when better than them. Let's go on the good side of it.
Correct for all the points. Thank you.
Oh, no, Bahana Kamache. Sports authority again, Kakra. I'm a Kakra. I'm saying, sometimes people don't. But some people don't understand the idea. They are a bear say, Obeko Penchich, moon dance say, audience say, the opportunity of going to social media, Robeko to Zonwaka, as some negative against that. And I'm happy the authority no aba out through PRO actually said the first of your money ma. So there are a lot of things here our park, especially the natural grass no and sana I already and when there are foreign materials they say emura enya grass will be bad. So too there's a quite more fast one up to sana man. And it's good sometimes we quite too much in so na man go for speculative falsehood na say one day. But once I want to remember out abetrum say no the obi a o ti Oyerepa bia no entie omo PRO part as ma worker na on fa no nyese e no nya de omo ye enye de grofo bi de ko e kan sam e fa
obi ndie
obi a o ti Oyerepa bia
that
opportunity given to them
okay
sasa minim why ya bana norm say a free tournament be bia na there are some people noted for young cancer na young cancer just some no untiase ni you see the head and the tail untiase some doctor na home tamakulu e kan so to utie some na unhuni tin huni na unhuni ne yi untiase ni ipa cho waka ba yebu Emra, how much you share a Belgium ne USA? To go to only 34 years. Trust are only 31 years. Almost more from Belgium. USA, or more car team a rim 38 years. Was he not starting for has he not been starting for USA? Hurricane is not 32. Messi, so 30 is 39. Sometimes minimum why she said Casemiro nkona mboma inene Brazil no Marquinhos 35 or so Marquinhos Casemiro or saying eti yen team you know how many old players the only constant player or 30 and or 30 Blasters team no the only player on the or at least or starting all games now or above 30 Jordan are you and actually there is 32 they also or starting only 2 games. And the for your team nimpo and I make say it's like doctors don't follow the Blasters on new team no I said normal to say what is your corner year film to know on the cancel so I say on new team no he doesn't understand the dynamics of the team currently and the on nimpo say team no you nimpo for team no and I say nimpo for team this team is a young team. Who some players are on the bench, bench. Eti, doctor, and you see these are things that I can say. The one interview should have fronted him. Say, oh doctor, where the young paying for team and Kolani educate, and young paying for him to know say he is wrong with what he's saying. How can only one player above 30 is starting a team be in for team, being for team? And sometimes I know. You see, they should understand say football things have changed from his time. And now you see one thing I'm say Ghana and I said before we don't accept time and as a change. Say Mrasa doctor Mrasa things have changed, moved away from what you used to understand and know. And you say Blasters a few more and I'm paying for. No, if not even cross-check their ages and see how young they are. It is not yes, no. I am now with a feet of the Diana and some Gicano. The Diana Yabdos do us and some inconvenience from to create unnecessary discussion around and away and a many and there be more and more discussion in Konkai. Honorable Minister
100.7.
Huh? My Google. My research, my searcher says that I wanted to see one person who said anywhere say why selection of Blasters. Meaning them for so what's the city of Abomia? Because me the searcher I heard of some say Obomia when you coach be obi anywhere saying say minister no or selection of Blasters. As a if you ask yourself your own questions and answer it. Minister, the most important thing is no one can. You ask so on question and you are not answering it. Obia, nobody has accused you of anything in terms of selection. Who in this country doesn't know, say, minister in your selection? If Obia case I say, well, we have to go and check his mental, and he said, okay, because how can someone ever say, minister in your selection, my last stars? At best, at you West every person on Monday. Because I think on our direct relationship with anything, and if anything, the FA for no, and I say the coaching staff no. It is something that we have to set the record straight. So, minister, and yama, you're interested, you see. This is the lowest level I've seen any minister go into any tournament. The lowest I've ever seen. Minister, you want to turn yourself into PRO for the GFA. Meanwhile, FA for but in our history, the honorable minister, I don't know as a PRO. And at the level be, he was the one telling us who is fit and who is not fit. Who told me we are seeing. Even PR, we are even telling him, and you know, to tell us team news. Because I also heard it no time and gone past him. And now you want to tell us team news. That is why the coach, your press conference, that area, no. And you to let the world know, say, me team, no, when you're fit, when you're fit, when you're available, when you're available. And you me heard in Impono, and you know, I feel the quite heard so I'm the minister, moi, and PRO, and watch a team sheet. Now you co walk up. To Shadio, Ghana or Captain Jordan, your coach, Carlos Press, your FA president, Keto Kreku. Omuka walk up, and also Omuka walk up final. These guys, and Kasamuka walk up final. Then the minister, who is far away from the team, in terms of ball or park and also no. He is so confident to tell us, say, you want to walk up.
Or inspire hope.
Oh, boy, why? Which
say, Quackwaji World Cup. Mr. Minister, he didn't mean say Ghana win the World Cup. But only this Sunday, no catch it. So, just as we are playing, everybody, we can also win the World Cup.
We can also win the World Cup. You see?
Na se waka be so eji bebe
na bi you be saying to me so no am na kebe fi ati a na all the government in return after the 3 games.
Oh, usually sana yo mo no that's been the standard.
I say because you know say you can win it on mine am what you work up no only 3 matches be o now me Germany every me who here I am here because they've biased and final because all no they are pressing that you want to walk up Spain or to final because of what you walk up Brazil or Nizo what you walk up Argentina almost what you walk up but who they because you know say won't mean Argentina and little all the workouts will go here okay 3 matches pay a team minister you see Obaya no na you GD power because of the training that Unyaye also in the background, it's a Rollins trained boy. But Obaya no, Oma I say me say from pa, I say for me say from pa because he's not living up to the.
Zach, that's it. Thank you, Jibo.
On your person. If you have a training from wrong, you should be fair.
But
when you're fair.
Mati, that's it.
Last time I said, "Na can't ne World Cup you won't sense him." Okay, Ibinya crank him for 20 and cancer for. Na sa di BC any.
Oh, ya no mo painting.
Oh, you can't be anti. Do nya dey sesa beba. So tell me that. World Cup we my dey ba kwa boy. I'm the experience kakra. Government we nya ye say nsencho for na northern na enuanom so nkyerofo so mo ko US bi mu a ensema e so no to o maka o ma no atum so mo nyina na mo maka aba o maka ho so ye do mase o mo nto abrabo no so ho ene ye ko ye nim so to ya baba ye nsentro for ya baba ye the biggest problem to how a football ne besesa hwe ade ba kwa yen hwe ne say yes minim say life there be ma boda e betia do point bi na bi kura mentia ana wontia wo yen nsentro ne bi na wo ye adwuma foforo ade chiemu nsem there you can have your plans ebia in the next 5 years bizo tu so be so tu ko tena Sweden na okobo ne bra wo Sweden ti bi opportunity bi ba na wo hwe na se woni mo bi a o fa me hyem na akoto abra bo so wo Sweden na se yan ko Sweden bi ma bizo tu be de na akọ Sweden hwe ba bi anyo mekeka ko no se nyame ye yadom na ye nya World Cup ba akum yenu bi kwa and just be qualify to us the next 10 years o another the next 20 years say yan sesan enwoma World Cup na ye koye no we ma boda near one of the worst performing countries at the World Cup ye camp World Cup teams ne ko bo World Cup ni nyina ope country ba kwa na ne camp in discipline wo he Ghana ne more match ni asesa nyum to for ko gu ye camp ni the video ba bonten omo bonyum na Blasters players esa concentration kura ni ho and we have leaders anomo to omo entertain nyoma we nyina ye won panyifo amso to omo di team na chi a omo nyina akọ no omafo asa ade we so na akọ Blasters camp. It's like here call for fanfare ya anko to compete at the World Cup. Enyoma akoso wo USA no bizoto enye nyoma ketwa mayen katakata so medie da bia meka say you can say F no and you be private company ko fo bi na akom ho bom no makobie but at some point eno meka sa dey wa how many times na F ni call for government support so if you say wa dwuma no wakobie na mo ya o fra ban sa ban me yode because by no nyon one edin sika the Ghana for sika to the moment you call the government so government mwameboa no e chese Ghana for interest
FM 100.
say yan hweye na me to yan protect your football na e bedu time bi yen ko US biem na yen sentwoni aso akokoto abrabo so other countries afu se wo kwa betia akobo bra yen ko biem. When it comes to our football, we are in our worst moment as a country. Ada ne pese be kan okra kire yen. Etime Owura Kofi Adams, be ma boda. Ne nsem no keka no. Sometimes me hu na anamitie bia na emesere. It's like obi a wonim de woka. One, yes minister we selections. Na minister yes selection na ide. The minister yes selection na ide. Yada yento omem ha yenyi players how many times yenyi ye ball carbon nation 208 asa moja nso omobiem no oka se eja ma coach ni kwa be ma asa moja be shetim nim ba so man panyini ko for friends so anko tournament no kwasi apia coach Blasters also drop the dayu ene the dayu o man panyini ma ha man frɛ no ya fa de no onwi anko Jubilee House. A good point bia mizoto when you occupy a higher position also representing the pebi minister no call US or representing Ghana for it's a coach in your bibi na nya minister no every right to question the coach minister or every right mizoto say coach in your bibi na nya be question no na the nya minister ya kakara screws na dey call World Cup say go to ad na dey be call e minister when they insist here after Ghana and Germany game, say on primo to adon tena ho. Because to adon timi nyare. Enye selection ni bi no. It is a the positive impact ebe bra ye bona. Ada na say how. But ya ba be drew pointer. Or the minister adwuma na aba form kakra.
100.7.
Zoto or the minister adwuma na aba form. Kasa na ya do so chen adwuma no. Kasa no e ya do so chen adwuma no. And one way now race for baby bekano because ninsem kayem na Ghana ko World Cup na minister be ka kire Ghana fo nyina say yesu betin age World Cup ni bi unimade pefe se enye unimade pefe se enye yo no no aba no aba beka enti Owura Kofi Adams de be ma boda See a kase ye de ne tena ho ne aka na asema. I think one so to ontene kasa so kakra. Because last time I can or turn into a communication director for the FE. You won't go for so FE no ma for mo mutuo moka. Uye minister wo. Ki e ko work up yi be ma boda. Enyoma ankoye afi na obetena se abehwem how e be changes. But oh my God no. You be can be 1 month. You be start to qualify no be a refi. Na fi ya back to square one. Nti Blasters and sense there. Mr. Two. Say Blaster na Koya Avenue ko work up a man for the anameboa. One anyway. You say you choose to work up and work up ne konye the change how we even develop our football. I say na me fa the manifesto of the FA president. Na Mr. Two me go through. Na me go through no. Na me hear FA president say so 7 years I was spending as FA president. So no other sorry pa na ofa the manifesto number to okan ma bibia no say convincing is so sako 13 bi because nyoma wo kan so be ye no be ma boda any dey why em emfa
100.7
every time bi na nyoma nkoya so to esa wo calling a day hwe why na da dwene ho da say be do point be Ghana under 17 qualifying ko work up. One that you know who that say Ghana under 20 e be do be qualifying for World Cup. Under this administration in see. Bema boda can crow. Cup of Nation qualifies here e be boy. Say you see e be for one country from every group. You need Cote d'Ivoire 2 years sure say e be qualify ahead of Cote d'Ivoire. Adena de bia ye hwe ni mani
board dem fam.
O say
board dey say.
Oh, say woman obenya like back be. But o kan okure na ewo mu na. Bema boda say wo. And the Ghana ya back to the extent say Cup of Nation yen qualify you. But na Cup of Nation dia, de bia ye bodi ya Ghana wo ho. But the last Cup of Nation ye ni ho. Eti ya ye fa ne say e na World Cup e be do stage ni enko World Cup biem. Si anya ye nyoma ya. E ho na media me feel say government investment omo ye nyina. Ka wan panyini ba ye otu din research ni. Ade ba ko so ehia research ye no ma ye do football. So to ye football. Ye hia research papa. Eso man panyini Mahamud na ni ko ho. Sometimes ABI decisions in the but you need to take it to save the future. Yentimi nko mada bia na ba ma boda akoye te say yakọ tournament ni yakọ fanfare ya ba ye ni age. Adaye di nipa kwa amanfo ko to mabrabo so. Na adaye do ba se be ye fe president amanfo tu kanom ko to mabrabo so. Ah, Mr. Tu. Eno ne do ba se be ye. And now we sports minister eno ne do ba se be ye. Nti o de Ghana born asem na be ma boda.
Okay. Tino. You boy that Tino ye mono. 100.7 Kinedred. And I was saying that was it they want to beat striker and as was it they want to beat was it they want to beat striker? Okay. So I'm okay abuno. Okay. No, we didn't come.
You brought me
at least the age where he's a deputy head of sports.
But deputy head of sports, if the worker is a minister, let's put the law at mine.
Those are ones I go on.
I am saying, what you for no me.
And look at you. So Benini Becasam Nazoboa. All right, bon. Happy birthday to Auntie Felicia Manquao. Aha, now, but young go ha. Felicia Manquao, Sevilla, a whim. Aha, and then a birthday. Yaman back on.
Clementino's home.
Well, won't this is over there.
Oh.
Chamsa. So who's person so there? Tino yanko.
Ya po Zach me dey call lunch. Unse anyum no so dey also anye for say asem yi dika edika meka anyo bia minister. We do have busa so ni ayi boy no ayi no Henry wan na kasama Ghana. Ano di
FM 100.7.
Wabe on resetting nyama no wante so na onya adwuma no mo. Wawie. Dabi
wake up ni tin no okasa.
Dabi he ono anya mra de bia o yen nyina Zach. Ayi. Kapi o yen nyina fra o. Check ni nyina o yen nyina. Oh, na di minister boy ayi players o mo ba.
I see we want to know. It's available for selection. It's available for selection.
Specialist about hospital. What's even tools and process? I have free screen in every year. I did there's a 40 liver prostate kidney SK liver kidney no ye the year juma 0244 544 422. The tennis of Franco Nye, Asada and the Emano, we are Kobian Sunday money, papa, Nebo from Not Cats and Son iPhone Smart TV, Yawo, Ne gas and electric stove, Ringa be our a Jabba Joel, a Doom Old Melcon, Kofa Clinic, and Ninja Sono, a B. Our Hall, a 0245 31 6969. Tinated no, it was ya a camapa. Ninjano and they say, Ubi oboto no nanny binim sampa, Vina Cano, Emma, Edima Kajamuma, him Fionomo, Momo Tomala Canon, so Edin dances since 2003, fever and a gas no, Nina Adjane, Momoto Toyak. Tomac Mr. Nonsono, and him say also an echo and a hangover no Sudimerika echo. Bomodem, no competent Hyan capsules. When you subeda ho, what my Canadian rare before capsules in the Bema Biano, what drew and no. I mean, can we say a 020 51 8002 Nanyama Econ Kind 10 year a Bayport Savings Alone. Bayport Savings Alone. The Biara Meguswa de Omase, Sentia, Omuguswa Fradumu, Equadumono, and it said Ghana Deposit Protection Scheme, no, Omdo year to ma, and to Musi, Sicano, Fakakrabe say, ho, Yavakacha will say, your 3 months dear ho, 6 months dear ho, and a 1 year dear El Honomo, our friend Bible School, about a country bido and him, a dance bido and him, Yawish say, every palm will buy a pet, that is Scano, I will add the amount. Your friend Michael, it was 0242 288915 0244 598400. No, Daniel's number no 0558 119281. Dorcas number no 0559 980891. And also Eugenia and number and on the Bayport some and American Dr. Caesar's Lina and the UT coming to a car who be bombarding na quite human about Federal School what traffic be brasamasi on for Ghana Karake or quite many be on to me so on pa on from Kosi be any petramu will be able to she one more now bombarding air pro ne the Nipedian penon egu na fe and what deno abba and what you are saying no Yamina calling him or Dr. Caesar I say ya was it a timber capsule bema for the German work up bremo 0244 4686 69 0244 4686 tuna na just say enyema ekon kai kama na just say enei edek SMT so ka commentary no ho na ye de eba Lawson Eba Center ono so eka ho embo creation ni nyina mu Polovia Ventures obo adwuma gidigidi news at 12 next 4 p.m. You want to or have you 4 p.m. You better share.
Oyerepa FM munye yade kaseba we amamuni we asinye nebramo mutio 100.7 munya sona muntie
Oyerepa FM 100.7.
Oyerepa News.
Promoto Oyerepa FM 100.7, Promise 102.7, Promise TV Oyerepa TV and amohe yen no. Social media handles ahodoɔ ni nyinaa nso mo behu yen ɛwɔ hɔ no ma Oyerepa 100.7 ɛwɔ YouTube na Oyerepa Radio ɛwɔ Facebook Oyerepa TV GH ɛnso ɛwɔ Facebook okɔ mankasim ɛnso Sometymer Radio mo bɛte yɛn ka wɔ pram to brɛ kasebɔ ɛna yɛde brɛ ma na yɛ abosome nso ne de to so nso emfie mpino ni aduonu nsia ma yɛ brada ensama yɛde ba na bi ni animu eni
yɛde ani bɛkyerɛ mu ɛwɔ Twifuati mokwa na wɔmanfo ɛwɔ hɔ wɔn ani abre papa wɔn asɛm wɔn ka nyina ne sɛ wɔn bridge no akola pass ɛninti wɔn srɛ sɛ yɛmɛyɛ ɛma wɔn mu
yademo ebekɔ atoya mantam emu wasa east mpɔtamo hɔ nso amane ayɛ nsa ka kyerɛ mu a aprosifo akye anuanom mienu bi na ɛyɛ de ho
na yenua ba honorable adrosafo ne nua ba ma kwadwosafo kyase wɔn ntɔkwa no wɔsebɔ de zara mai obekasa yɛ kyerɛ sɛ yakenka wheel no na wheel ne kyerɛ sɛ ikwadwo wɔnoa na ɛkɔ ɛne wasaba ba bekasa kyerɛ mu sɛ ɛnyɛ no kora da wɔno koro nim ne ba ne tirimu a Wabekasa. Brigadier General Foster Okan Yeboa, one flood mitigation task force for Mashasian and Namiabi, a one cry or more baby and so betty me a yirafa, na omobu stretches a winina. Adesimama and Sempi Kaho and the other somo a na young faster da PSA, Emmanuel McQuay woman and soya sene, a holy mosquito spray, and in the call, Kopebiwate, na for spray.